We're going to be interviewing you about your son today.
Okay.
First question. Which division of the military did your son work in?
Robert was part of the Florida Army National Guard unit here in Tallahassee. However, once they deployed and it became a federal mission, then he was considered U.S. Army.
Okay. How long did he serve?
He went into basic training in August of 2002, and he was killed in Iraq in 2003.
Okay.
So a little over 3 years.
What was his rank?
At the time he was killed, he had attained the rank of specialist, but a couple of years after his death, the National Guard posthumously promoted him to sergeant. That was an honorary promotion, which would not have been recognized by the U.S. Army, but nonetheless he can wear the sergeant rank.
Was that promotion a result of an act of valor on his part?
No, he was posthumously promoted because that would have been the next step, and he had been considered to take the exam, but it actually hadn't occurred yet. So.
Okay, so it was done essentially in his honor.
Right. The Guard was choosing to honor him.
Where was he deployed?
He was initially deployed to Qatar, and then when the war actually began, he was attached to the 1st Marine Expeditionary Force, and they came into Baghdad from the east. And then, because his company had been split up, and once they went into Baghdad, they were reassembled, and he was stationed in Baghdad at the time he was killed.
Okay. Can you give me any details as to what his job was per se, what his specific task was in his unit when he was deployed?
He was the gunner. He was the gunner for his platoon. So if you see a Humvee out on patrol and the person who's standing in the gun turret, that would have been him.
So he operated the weapons on the Humvee?
Yes.
Okay. What school did they attend here?
He was born in Key West, and we moved to Tallahassee in June of 1996, and he began Godby High School as a freshman, and then graduated the class of 2000.
Okay.
So that was the only school he attended here.
What was he like growing up? What kind of kid was he?
Oh, happy-go-lucky, fun, a little bit of mischief. He always wanted to help. He was very involved in sports. Just a good kid.
Did he have any siblings?
Yes, he has an older sister. She was about 3.5, close to 4 years older than him.
Now I know you said one of his interests was sports when he was with us. Did he have any other interests aside from that?
He liked to play video games, of course. He liked to build those rockets.
The model rockets?
Yes.
Did they fire, or were they just pretty?
No, he fired some. At one time I had some video of him out at Tom Brown Park with his best friend shooting some off. And I think when he would visit his father down in the Keys, I think they did the same thing. So I don't know, a little bit of everything, I guess.
Well, it's good to be involved in whatever you can.
Well, the sports in high school gave him focus, and he was involved in JROTC the entire time he was in high school. So all of those things combined made him well-rounded.
It's very good. If you could sum him up in one sentence, what would that sentence be?
I would say that Robert was kind of an average person. I believe what made him stand out was his commitment to service. He served through JROTC, He assistant coached a little bit. I think he wanted to help. I think he wanted to be involved. And through those things, he developed leadership qualities. And I think that's what made him the outstanding person that he was.
Well, thank you for coming in with us. We
Thank you.
appreciate it very much. Mr.
Absolutely.
Marsh.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your interest.